talking Zlatan, which I know I'll get a lot of clicks today because people love Zlatan or they love to hate him and they love to talk about him regardless. He is one of a kind, and one day he'll be gone, and he'll leave a big void because we don't have players like that who not only deliver, talk the talk, marketing just gold. This guy, the camera loves him, and he's smart, he's funny. He does it all. So we need more Zlatans. I'll take a half Zlatan. It's good for the sport. It's good for us to cover it. There is this narrative. I work for LAFC, a club in Major League Soccer. I'm an employee, in essence, of the league. I will defend the league. I will argue on behalf of the league. Even though I know it has its shortcomings, I will still stick up for it time and time again. One of the things when Zlatan arrived at the age of 36, coming off a major knee injury, and he dominated and he scored goals. He averaged close to a goal a game, certainly did that. Maybe just under, I think 29 goals last season before going back to Italy. And, the MLS is just a disaster. I know there's defensively MLS, it's an attacker's league. We get a lot of goals now because they invest on the offensive side, they don't on the defensive side. There aren't many big defensive stars in this league. And Zlatan feasted on that. I know I kept hearing it. Zlatan, he just made your league look bad. MLS is a growing league, and it's getting there. You watch. People are going to want to come play there, especially post-COVID. I certainly sense that. So then he went to Italy. We're like, all right, he's going to be a bit player, a guy maybe see some minutes. But no, he came in. They put him at the top of the attack, a team that was struggling, underperforming, new ownership. Milan, one of the marquee names. You see that jersey and you have a reaction. But they have fallen off the backs. It's been all Juventus. Now Inter is percolating. Even Atalanta is better when you look at northern Italy than Milan. They needed something. They have committed to youth, but Zlatan comes in and is as productive, maybe not with goal scoring, but as productive in a result-driven sport than he was in Major League Soccer. That's the impact he had. He had the same impact, the same positive impact that he would have with the Galaxy, because they weren't really great. The records here show since Zlatan joined Milan in January, Milan have more points than Juventus, scoring more goals than Juventus over that stretch, 2.26 to 1.95. Juventus were the champions, obviously. So he had that impact, even more so because the Galaxy kind of got into the playoffs and that was it. Now, obviously, the Galaxy, as we see now, are not a very good team. But he took this Milan team, young players, and brought it all together. Big target guy that they can find in the area, and they would look for him. And now all these young players look at him to take him to the next step. They finished sixth. They would love to make the Champions League. They have to make the Champions League, and it seems like their best bet to do it is to keep him around. He has a one-year contract that's expired. I would add, Paolo Maldini, the sporting director, said that he's part of the future. He's part of the project. The future with Donnarumma, one of the best young keepers on the planet. Rafael Leao, a Brazilian attacker, very good. Ante Rebic. Samu Castillejo, good young core. Frank Kessie. And now they have this guy, and it brings it all together. A healthy Zlatan. Look, he's such a good aerial threat. And he hit penalties. He missed a penalty in the final game against Cagliari, and he still scored a goal. 7 goals, 4 assists in 699 minutes since the restart. Results. Oldest man to ever score 10 or more goals in the top flight, breaking a 60-year-old record. Zlatan did something really spectacular, but it didn't really look like there was much off. There was really not much that he would do differently. He plays a standard role, and it works because there's not many guys like him. Brings up the question, is there something wrong with the next generation of footballers, the 20-year-olds? Because I feel that Messi and Ronaldo and Zlatan can play all into their 40s if they want to. I don't think that could have happened prior. It's happening in other sports. Tennis is the one that I saw first happening, where Nadal and Federer are going nowhere because the young players haven't knocked them off their perch. There's something there in the generations, I'm telling you. Whether it's work rate, there's something there. The old guard sticks around a little bit later. So he's going to go to his 40s, and he's playing at a high standard. Serie A could have 3 of the final 8 teams in the Champions League. Don't be surprised if that happens. They already have 1. This is a really good league. And Zlatan and Milan and their manager, Stefano Pioli, who looks like John Malkovich. Malkovich, doesn't it? A little bit. Every Italian manager looks like a famous actor. I'm convinced of it. Milan and Zlatan could be one of the big stories of 2020, 2021. Zlatan and the kids having a good old time. It's got to stay healthy. Please subscribe to the Soccer OG. We break it down, baby.